Feeling a little lost in your investment journey? Ever wonder if your money is actually working for you or just sitting there? You've put your hard-earned cash into Wealthsimple, you've watched it grow, hopefully, but do you really know how to properly measure that growth? How do you know if you're on track to hit your financial goals or if you need to adjust your strategy? It's a common question, and honestly, it's one of the most important aspects of being a successful investor. Knowing how to interpret your investment performance isn't just about satisfying your curiosity, it's about empowering you to make informed decisions, understand your progress, and ultimately, feel more confident about your financial future. For many of us, investing can feel a bit like a black box. You deposit money, Wealthsimple does its thing, and you see numbers go up or down. But what do those numbers mean? How do you differentiate between a short-term fluctuation and a long-term trend? How can you tell if your portfolio is actually outperforming or underperforming the market? These are the questions that often keep new investors up at night, and even seasoned investors sometimes struggle with truly grasping the nuances of performance tracking. We're not just talking about seeing your current balance here. That's just one piece of the puzzle. We're going to dive deep into understanding your returns, breaking down different types of performance metrics, and showing you exactly where to find and interpret all this crucial information within the Wealthsimple platform. Because once you understand how to truly view your investment performance, you gain a level of control and clarity that transforms you from a passive observer into an active, informed participant in your financial success. Think of it this way: imagine you're building a house. You wouldn't just throw bricks together and hope for the best, right? You'd regularly check your blueprints, measure your progress, and ensure everything is aligning with your ultimate vision. Your investment portfolio is no different. It's a financial structure you're building, and understanding its performance is your way of regularly checking those blueprints and measuring your progress. So, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by the jargon, confused by the charts, or just unsure of where to even start looking for this information, then this video is for you. By the end of our time together, you'll not only know exactly where to find your investment performance on Wealthsimple, but you'll also understand what those numbers signify, allowing you to track your progress with confidence and make smarter decisions for your financial future. Let's demystify your Wealthsimple performance, once and for all. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty. To begin, you'll want to log into your Wealthsimple account. You can do this either through the desktop website or the mobile app. The functionality is largely consistent across both platforms, though the exact layout might differ slightly. For this walkthrough, we'll primarily be referencing the desktop interface, but I'll point out any significant differences for mobile users as we go. Once you're logged in, you'll land on your main dashboard. This is your central hub, giving you an overview of all your accounts. You'll see your total invested amount, your cash balance, and usually a summary of your recent activity. This is a good starting point, but it only scratches the surface of your performance data. To really dig in, you need to navigate to your specific investment accounts. If you have multiple accounts, say, a personal investment account, a TFSA, and an RRSP, you'll see them listed. Click on the account you want to analyze. For most of you, your main invest account will be the one you're most interested in. Once you've selected an account, you'll be taken to its dedicated overview page. This is where the magic begins. You'll immediately notice a chart prominently displayed. This chart is your visual representation of your account's value over time. Now, let's break down this chart and the crucial metrics surrounding it. First, look at the time frame selector. Wealthsimple allows you to view your performance over various periods: all time, 1 year, 3 months, 1 month, 1 day, and even custom date ranges. This is incredibly important. Why? Because short-term fluctuations can be misleading. A single day's dip doesn't tell you much about your long-term progress. You want to zoom out to see the bigger picture. For long-term investors, all time and 1 year are your go-to views. All time shows your cumulative growth since you started investing. 1 year gives you a good sense of recent performance. Avoid getting too caught up in daily or even monthly movements unless you're an active trader, which most Wealthsimple users are not. Remember, time in the market beats timing the market. Below the chart, or sometimes directly on the chart itself, you'll see key performance metrics. These are the numbers that truly tell you how well your investments are doing. The most prominent figure you'll see is your total return or account value. This is your current total balance in the account. While important, it's not the whole story. Your net deposits or money invested is also crucial. This is the total amount of money you've contributed to the account, excluding any gains or losses. The real star of the show, the metric you should be paying the most attention to, is your gain/loss or return. This figure represents the actual profit or loss your investments have generated. It's typically displayed in two ways, a dollar amount and a percentage. Let's unpack both. The dollar amount of your gain or loss is straightforward. It's the difference between your current account value and your net deposits. If you deposited $10,000 and your account is now worth $12,000, your gain is $2,000. Simple enough. However, the percentage return is often more insightful for comparing performance. This percentage tells you how much your investment has grown relative to the amount you've put in. It's calculated as current value net deposits / net deposits * 100%. So, in our example, $12,000 to $10,000 / $10,000 * 100% equals 20%. A 20% return is much more meaningful than just knowing you gained $2,000, especially if someone else only gained $1,000 but on a smaller initial investment. Now, Wealthsimple also provides different types of returns. You might see money-weighted return and time-weighted return. Don't let these terms intimidate you. They just describe different ways of calculating performance, and Wealthsimple uses them to give you a more accurate picture. Money-weighted return, MWR, is heavily influenced by the size and timing of your deposits and withdrawals. It reflects the growth of your actual invested dollars. If you made a large deposit right before a market surge, your MWR would look very good. Conversely, if you made a large deposit right before a dip, it would negatively impact your MWR. This metric is great for understanding the performance of your specific contributions. Time-weighted return, TWR, on the other hand, essentially removes the impact of your deposits and withdrawals. It measures the performance of the investment manager, in this case, Wealthsimple's algorithm, regardless of when you added or removed funds. Think of it as how well the underlying investments themselves performed during a given period. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.